Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yo, what's goody good on this Sunday, August the 3rd. Preseason is ending after today. Well, we got the one game versus Fiorentina, and then the league starts again, fam. The league begins, and we start to put our mental health on 11 players. Are you ready for this? In some ways, I feel excited, but also in some ways, I'm like, I don't know. The reason why I feel like I don't know is because we haven't really sorted out the striker situation yet. And now we've come to this place where Benjamin Sesko is having to choose between Newcastle United and Manchester United. That's the thing that for me, I'm like, I don't know if we're completely ready yet. I'm excited to obviously see Mbumo and see Cunha and all that. But like, to be fair, this is going to be a very, very interesting next couple of days because we absolutely have to be ready for that game versus Arsenal. This is where I stand with it. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, by the way. Hey, boss. For anybody that doesn't know, we just did a quick guerrilla stream on my channel on Football Power Hour, so make sure you check it out. I kind of feel like, you know, this Benjamin Sesko conversation needs to continue because my brother Charles was just asking, like saying, well, this guy has scored 13 Bundesliga goals. How many goals do you think he'll score in the Premier League? And we know that 13 Bundesliga goals means I'd approximate to like 4 Premier League goals. That's the equivalent. If we're talking currency, right? Goals have currency. I think the Premier League has the highest currency value of goals. And now when you take somebody, you're overpaying for somebody and expecting them to light up fires in a tough competitive league with a higher currency. I don't know. That's just this is obviously not factual, but like I want to know what your expectation is. And this is where we're going to continue this conversation. Shout out to everybody that is in the building. No. Joe did not quit YouTube, Sosa. KG has addressed this, and I'll say this just really quickly. Joe is, as you know, when he's back, you're going to know Joe is back. Let's leave it at that. He did not quit YouTube. You know, shout out to Digital, everybody that's asking about Joe. Big up to you guys. And yeah, he's good. He will, when he's back, he'll be back, and you're going to know for sure. But right now, I want to make sure that we continue this conversation on Benjamin Sesko and started off this way, actually. So I value loyalty above everything, and as I'm sure most people do. But there is also this this thing about, you know, I know, you know, the agent of Sesko is looking at the fact that, well, this is probably the biggest bag that Sesko might get, you know, in case he becomes, you know, he becomes a player that doesn't materialize and he ends up becoming Benjamin Sesko and he doesn't fulfill his potential. This is probably his biggest contract that he might get, right? And he's trying to milk, the agent and Benjamin Sesko are trying to figure out how to get the biggest bag possible. And in one way, for me as a Manchester United fan, I'm unhappy about that. And I feel like I'm starting to develop this disdain, slight disdain for that kind of thinking. Why? I'll tell you exactly why. Brian Mbumo was not worried about chasing a bag. He says, I want Manchester United, and it's only Manchester United. Chelsea, back off. Everybody else that may be interested, back off. Cunha, same thing. And a player that does that wins my heart as a fan. Quick, before they even kick a ball. And now Sesko, for me, he's building himself a bigger mountain to hike. A trust mountain that is so high. Bro, you're going to need to score a hat trick 2 or 3 times for me to be like, yeah. That money was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody else, everybody else is entitled to how they feel about this, you know? And I'm not gonna, make you think what I think. I just want to hear your opinion. So I'm not gonna waste time with it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a moment. So kind reminder to hit the like button, by the way. Big Tesco, little Tesco. Shout out to Machukushna, by the way. I'm in your city. I'm in Austin. I'm in Texas, bro. I wish you were here, but you out there watching the game. So big up yourself. Shout out to you. Nami's asking, where's KG? KG is getting ready for the game. Should we try call him real quick? I think he's getting ready for the game. Let's see if Kilograms is available. And then we're going to open up the lines. Let's see. Mr. Drop a Bomb. It's a big game for Hoyland today. It's a big...
Yo.
Mr. Kilograms.
What's going on? Am I live?
You are live, sir.
Of course, though.
You sound like you were sleeping. Listen.
I was sleeping,
Bro, tell
What's
me,
going on?
are you getting annoyed by this Benjamin Sesko thing? The back and forth that's happening. Newcastle, he could go to Newcastle.
Is there been another update? Because yesterday it seemed like he was going to Newcastle, and there's Slovenian news. Everyone's saying that he's chosen Newcastle. What's the update, bro?
The update is it's still like he hasn't decided yet, but he's leaning more towards Newcastle. That's what the ITK people are saying, you know. And for me, bro, listen, loyalty over money, bro. Loyalty over money. You heard that saying before, bro. Like, why is this like Cunha and Mbumo chose Manchester United? No questions asked. Loyalty right there. That type of mentality.
But then he hasn't. If he wants Newcastle, he could just accept deal. He hasn't said that he wants Newcastle. That's the only thing which makes me feel, does he want Man United? Are you with me? Because if he, like, straight away, he should just say he wants to go to Newcastle and there's no other club for him. But he hasn't said that. Don't you think that's weird?
But he hasn't said I only want United either. That's the thing.
That's true.
So you know, and KG, there's a different conversation. If you're like putting numbers like big Victor Gyokeresh's numbers, that's a different conversation. But this is a player that's got 13 Bundesliga goals, fam. Am I being too proud? You can tell me if I'm being too proud and being too like maybe I'm not seeing the situation right.
No, because I think you should be relaxed in the situation, because if he comes to Man United, brilliant. You know, like that'll be dope. If he chooses not to come, you weren't our number one target. Does that make sense? Like I'm not fussed if we do or we don't, because the 2 players that we really wanted to get, don't get me wrong, he's a bonus and it would be nice.
Yeah.
But then we wanted Cunha, we wanted Mbuemo. We didn't know anything about Sesko until recently. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So now watching the comps, we got a bit invested. But if he just has to go to Newcastle, it is what it is. It just has to, we change, like, then I feel like we have to go back for like Ollie Watkins. Or the only thing that really scares me is if we end up with Nicholas Jackson.
Yo! Well, would you rather overpay for Sesko or pay the right price for Nicholas Jackson? That's the last question I'm gonna ask you and
I'll
let you
rather
get back to
overpay.
sleep.
I'll rather overpay for Sesko.
You'd rather overpay for Sesko. Write this down. Okay.
Check this out.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
I don't like the thought of Garnacho because listen, Chelsea still want Garnacho apparently.
Yes.
Chelsea can't wait to not pay the right price for Garnacho. Because can you imagine giving him Garnacho? He does well there, and then we get Nicholas Jackson. That we missing mad chances. Oh my goodness.
Nasty. Horrible.
Nasty work. Nasty. It's the nastiest work ever. So we just have to be careful because if we don't get Sesko, that Jackson thing becomes a reality again.
Yeah.
That I'm not ready to live in. I'm not ready to live in that reality. I'd rather get this kid, and then we got this Slovenian kid that is going to be here all season. We're going to AFCON at the moment because we are going to go. Our numbers are down when everyone goes to AFCON.
KG,
Which is true. No one wants to. Our numbers are down. Our numbers are going to be down. We're losing 5 players.
Brother, I think you need to go back and collect your thoughts. Go back to sleep, bro.
No, I'm not saying nothing bad, bro. You know it's true.
Yeah.
Think about it. You lose 5 of your squad members, your most important players, in Buemo, Ahmad, Onana, who else? Mazraoui. I swear there's somebody else. And if we sign Jackson, that's 5 men.
Yeah.
And it's going to be left with Rasmus Højlund and Mason Mount. All right, think about that now.
All right.
It's not funny anymore.
Not funny, bro. Nah, fam. Go back to sleep, bro. Let me carry on over here. Big up, broski. He'd rather overpay for Sesko. I don't know how I feel about that, you know. The link is in the chat. Anybody who wants to call in on this, let's continue this conversation. Right now, the Braves is ready for Zlatan on CR7. RADL says, I'd rather have Michael Jackson. Wow. Big up, Pav. Yo, so okay, let's process this first of all, because I don't know if you heard KG saying he'd rather overpay for a project striker than get Nicholas Jackson. Where
would I?
You agree with that? You'd rather do that?
Keep that guy out of this club, bro.
Is it why do you hate Nicholas Jackson so much?
So I need to go over what I said about this guy.
Bro,
I'll tell you now, in the next year or two, this man's going to catch a case for science. The way that this guy acts, the way that Chelsea fans spread out his dirty laundry and the things that he does behind closed doors. Yeah. This guy loves a good, I don't know, what should we class them as? OF slags. Yeah. This guy likes to be involved with a lot of them. Is that the sort of person that should be coming to this club? Or are we trying to eradicate these sort of people out of the club? This guy's a kinky guy, bro. He likes to involve himself in,
content creation.
Diddy space areas, bro. Let's just say that. Yeah, his own fan base say it about him. When his own fan base say it about him, yeah, this man obviously has a weird relationship with a certain Astrid as well. Is this the sort of guy we want to bring to the club?
Bro, okay, so but then if a guy who scored 13 Bundesliga goals, which I converted to 4 Premier League goals, which may be wrong, I could see that, but you're gonna get somebody who has very, very little goal scoring, who's not really prolific. You can't say like Sesko is not a prolific goal scorer yet. He has potential.
No, he's not. We all know that. No one said he is a prolific goal scorer.
But then you're gonna get the most scrutinized club in the world, bro. We're gonna get
coming to United. People will do that. Hence, why I said, do not expect nothing, or not nothing. You still need to get goals. We need to see improvement. Yeah, but I think he'll be the ready article in about a year and a half. Obviously, coming in late now, if we do get him, he won't probably play until after the international window,
Yeah.
a little break.
Mhm.
So that'll probably be mid-September. Obviously, I'll have a couple of training sessions in there. Obviously, with what Amram's been doing now with the squad in terms of fitness, bulking, making the players more physical to compete against that we are getting battered by. You can already see some of the fruits of that late at your
Pavis, is it my Wi-Fi? Is it your Wi-Fi? You're like,
Bournemouth.
you,
So
okay, you're back. You're back.
nah, someone keeps fucking ringing me. If I'm rejecting the call, don't fucking ring me again, expecting I'm gonna pick it up. Fuck me. But yeah, what's it called? But yeah, I like I said, 50-50 on the Sesko thing, innit? We just have to hope that the club is presenting him with a decent package like you have with Mbeumo and Cunha. Because they didn't just join us because they're fanboys of the club. They obviously
Yeah.
got presented a project. They bought into that project. Now it's the same with Sesko. Like, I don't think Sesko's in it for the money. If he was in it for the money, he would have already chosen Newcastle. I don't think from a couple of the reports that I saw a few days ago, they did say this. There was something about it not just money orientated for Sesko. Like, I think obviously his agent, his family, are gonna want him to like go to a club where he could be turned into that monster striker. And obviously we have to sell him a hell of a project because obviously we're not in Europe. Newcastle are, but Newcastle's also a stepping stone. Yeah, you wouldn't be a stepping stone at United unless we went in and bought a striker 2 years' time who was absolutely world class, lethal, like a
Yeah.
Haaland level that comes out of nowhere. But I think the best place for you would be coming to United. Like, I get people want someone like a Watkins now who can do it all, but the club have told you that
Yeah.
they're not looking to buy players who are coming towards the end of their 20s. Yeah, he'd be a short gap for 2 years. Are the
But
club going to sit there spending 70 plus mil on a Ollie Watkins, then having to replace him in a few years' time because he can't do it anymore? And you
okay.
might say, "Oh, you don't know that," but it's just an example how I think the club are thinking.
So if at all this project 150 that Berada was talking about is gonna be a reality, like we need a striker that's going to actually be able to convert goals this season, next season. We bought otherwise getting Cunha and Mbumo is like a waste. You know, it's literally like baking the cake halfway and not really finishing it all. You know, for me, I would rather get somebody that I know that like you're gonna get goals. As much as you don't like Nicholas Jackson, bro, his Premier League goals
But
speak for
we're
the.
not buying any more Africans. Calm down. Like people keep talking about Nick Jackson.
Oh,
This club is not going to allow six
okay, okay,
players.
okay,
This
okay.
club is not going
Put
to
Jackson
allow
aside.
6 players to go to AFCON.
Put
You,
Jackson aside. Let's go to Ollie Watkins. Even Ollie Watkins would have a better output than Benjamin Sesko this season.
maybe, yeah, but you don't know that. He might
Listen,
not get as many goals. Like I said, Mbeumo got 20 goals in the league, right?
yeah.
21 or something. He didn't have a prolific striker in front of him to get them goals. He had Whistler and Shade. Um, uh, Brentford. Whistler's not a striker.
Mhm.
He's another one who is similar to Mbeumo in terms of the positioning. Like they just gel really well. Cunha, I've said it before, we overpaid for that guy. I wouldn't even bought him to this club because for 62 and a half and the GA that you got, it doesn't amount to it. And Mbeumo does. But we need someone. Is Sesko a better finisher than Rasmus? Yes. Is Sesko better in the air than Rasmus? Yes. Has Sesko got more to his game in terms of striking the ball differently to Rasmus? Yes. And I think he's more physical than Rasmus.
Mhm.
He's quicker than Rasmus.
Yeah.
I think there's more potential in that guy, and I'm happy. I'm happy to wait 2 years as long as he's still getting goals in between. I don't want him to come in here and getting like 5 or 6 goals a season. Then I'll be pissed. Yeah, he has to be getting minimum 15 goals this season. Yeah, and then he's got to improve on that next season. But it's also the coaches and Amrim's job to turn him into that player. Yeah, don't expect
So,
it's just the player to come here
okay,
and do it.
okay. Let's unpack this. You said your expectation for Benjamin Sesko is 15 goals this season if we sign
Yeah,
him.
this season.
Thank you.
Because the way
Thank you.
that Amarim's playing right now, sorry, but the way that Amarim's got the team looking now, I can already tell it's at least like a 40% improvement on what I had to enjoy last season. That's just pre-season. Obviously, my stance on it might change going into this new season if it's not if the pre-season isn't showing on the pitch in it. But um, I expect Amarim to do his job and turn Sesko into that Jokeres level striker. That's his job to do. It's just not on the player, bro. It's also on the coach and the manager.
Okay. All right. And while we're in the expectations conversation, so what's your expectation for Rasmus now that he's had a preseason with Amarim and he's had obviously half a season last season. What with the same application that you are having, what are you saying about Rasmus?
If that's, are you talking if Erasmus stays?
If Rasmus stays, yeah, it most likely
Oh,
will.
I have no expectation because this cunt ain't gonna do
No,
nothing,
you
bro.
cannot not
He's
have
doing absolutely nothing. He's still doing the same shit that I saw last year. The ball flicked off his forehead, yeah, like touched his forehead by a centimeter for that goal. He's still trash. His game hasn't improved. Nothing he did in pre-season was any different to what I saw last year. That guy is the dirt shittest forward that we've ever brought out this club. The shittest.
I don't understand it, but I'll respect it.
Brother, tell me, put a poll right now. Can you
Yeah,
do a poll? Can Yo-Yo do a poll?
yeah,
Right in the poll,
yeah.
yeah. Has Rasmus improved this preseason to last season? Run the poll.
All right, yo, please run the poll. We'll circle back to it. This is crazy. Pav, hold on. I gotta put you backstage and unpack your take first of all. He doesn't like Nicholas Jackson because Nicholas Jackson likes OnlyFans. He doesn't. He has 15 goals expectation for Benjamin Sesko, who scored 13 in Bundesliga. Right. The third thing was saying that he doesn't have expectations for Rasmus. How does this make sense? Big up man like John Morgan. Hold on. How do I
What's up? What's up?
big up John? I need to understand where you stand on this conversation. You heard some of the stuff that Pav was saying.
Yeah, I have heard. I don't know, man. I think it's a bit over the top. I can't lie. In the sense of saying he's the worst. He's the worst we've ever signed. I think. Yes, he
Who's
is.
the worst we've ever signed? Who are you talking about right now?
Rasmus. I think Rasmus. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's a bit over the top to say Rasmus is the worst that we ever signed. But I do think that Pav is kind of making sense in the sense of this is what we've seen in the past. So his reservations that he has is what we've seen in the past, man. And I understand his frustration in the sense of, look here, we're doing the same thing. And looking at the players that we signed. Now, I disagree when he speaks about Mbeumo and about Cunha. I think that they're going to be top signings. And I look at Mbeumo.
We overpaid for Cunha. He said it doesn't. Cunha is not worth the money we paid for him.
But I mean, you see, paying for how much we pay and how much we are supposed to pay is always going to be different. Because if we're honest with ourselves, like today's market, you're always going to have to pay what the club want, and we're not in a position to negotiate. So pay the money, and that's over and done with. The way I look at Mbeumo is, I hope that he's going to be the signing that Mane was to Liverpool when they signed him from Southampton. You see, because when Mane came, like everybody was Mane's crazy, Mane's good, but nobody knew he was gonna do what he did. And I would hope that when Mbeumo comes, he has the same impact Mane had for Liverpool, in a sense that Mane was top quality and he was just clinical. And you can see that he has quality. Mbeumo has quality,
Okay.
And with Cunha, the same thing. Cunha, I think, has that X factor about him where you can see he can play at the big club. And I'm not too sure about Mbeumo yet. Like,
Mm.
I'm not sure if he has that that stature to play at the big club. But I do think that signing Mbeumo for that amount of money and signing Cunha for that amount of money was the right thing for us to do. That was good business in my perspective,
Yeah.
from my perspective.
Yeah.
And if we don't sign those players, and we take the 40 million and Pav wants to sign, who do we sign then? Because we need a striker, we need tens, we need midfielders, we need a goalkeeper, we need players all over the place, all over the place. And
Mhm.
are we going to get players that are of that quality now? I don't know. What do you think?
So it's like this. We've done, compare our situation with say this team that got they got Kudus, they got um who's the other guy, that Paulinha, right? I'm looking at what's this name? What's this club?
Tottenham.
Spurs, exactly. Thank you. And they've done this window. They've done good business, right? And we've done good business, but we can make it excellent business if we actually get the right striker. And the right striker does not need to be a project striker, because otherwise we're like taking 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. If we get Sesko right now, right? I want Sesko to work. I want Sesko to come in and start banging goals. But I have my reservations, bro. I am literally a little bit like skeptical, a little bit, and saying, no, tell Spurs, tell us from even January, if I'm not mistaken, wrap up. But I'm talking about just
Loan, but it was a loan, but
Yeah.
now they triggered the buy option.
Yeah. So, but my point is, I'd rather get somebody that has been doing it in the Premier League, and it doesn't need to be like lighting up fires. And I hear whatever the AFCON text of like Nicholas Jackson may not, he's not wanted by a lot of people in the fan base. Fine, then let's go for Ollie Watkins. If at all we're gonna get the right striker, if at all we're gonna get a striker, it has to be the right striker, and we've already done a good job in the number 10s.
I don't agree with that. Pav. Sorry, not Pav. Pots, because calling you Pav is great.
My own brother, my own brother.
No, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
It's all good.
The reason why I don't agree with that is because we're a project team. Now this team, unfortunately, is gonna need some time to grow. Now I don't think the mistake that we made last season was we only had children in our team. Like there was only kids. Like the majority of the team was young players. Garnacho, Ahmad, Yoro, Kobe, all of these players were starting for our team, and that you're always gonna have a season that is gonna be up and down. And as soon as the mental block comes, or we go through something rough mentally, we're gonna crumble. So right now, I think when we have Mbeumo and Cunha, who's coming into the prime of their careers, we have behind them Bruno and either Casemiro or I don't know about Ugarte, but Ugarte. Then at the back we have what's his name?
Yoro,
Yoro, and exactly. Luke Shaw also apparently what's his name? Ruben likes him. Your team from the spine looks much older and much more mature. All right. So now bringing in a younger striker isn't that much of a problem because you have other players in the team that can take responsibility. Right? Who should have signed Watkins for going for the Premier League? That should have been Arsenal. Arsenal shouldn't have gone for Gyökeres. They should have gone for Watkins because that was the striker that they needed to win the league. But they went to go sign the money, the Gyökeres, and take a risk on him. We can't sign because we're going to get Watkins for the first season, second season, going to be 2 good seasons. But I don't think we're going to win the league in those 2 seasons.
John, so you think Ollie Watkins is better than Gyökeres? Is that what you just?
I don't. From as a risk, it's a higher risk to take. It's a riskier to go for Gyökeres than with Watkins. No, I don't think it's better. Beta's
No. You just said Arsenal.
nuance.
If they wanted to win the league, they should have gone for Watkins and not Jokeres.
There's more nuance to that, bro. Because if you're talking about player pound for pound, who's better? Pound for pound, who's better? I would say Koikeres, right? But you must give him time to adapt to the league. You have to allow him time to integrate into the new system, into the new team, into all of those things. With getting in a player like Watkins, right? It's much more of a smoother process because of the fact that he's played in the league before and he's also played against the players that he's playing against for more times than not. Also, he's playing against other players that he's played against before, and he's got a lot of goals in the league. All right. So now you have to get a player that has to climatize to the league. And yes, fair enough, he might be better. But the reality is he's not probably going to hit the ground running because he's coming from Sporting. So that's when you say better, it's like who would I rather have, Watkins or Koikeres? No, it's not. That's not the question I'm asking. The question is for the stage that Arsenal is in now, because they need to win the league. Because they need to win the league. For the stage that they're in, they need a player. And also, like if we're asking about players in the who signs besides Erling Haaland, right?
Yeah.
When players come to the Premier League, right? They don't hit the ground running immediately, especially strikers. There's very few that hit the ground running. So that's just my take when it comes to Watkins. So I'm saying buy Sesko because of where we are right now.
Okay. No, fair point. I mean, yes, I was gonna come back with Erling Haaland and say, well, he was plug and play, but the numbers that Jokeres put last season, I don't think he's gonna have a hard time integrating and adjusting. But we'll see. Hopefully, I hope that he fails because he didn't come to us, right? But we'll see how that one goes. Okay, so what is your expectations for Sesko if he ends up at Manchester United? What kind of GA are we talking, John? I need to know.
I think Sesko will do really well by us. I think he will do extremely well by us, honestly. It might be a bit difficult you're asking for GA. I know you're asking for GA.
Yeah, you sound like you're an African politician, you know. Go ahead. Get to it.
I know you're asking for GA, but so you will do extremely well. I don't think his goals and assists will be high because of the players that you have in Mbeumo and Cunha. Because of they much more they're older and they are higher in their progress, I guess, in their careers. But I think he is going to be an excellent signing. Maybe let's say 10 league goals, 5 assists. I'm happy with that. But I think his input is going to be much greater, especially because we're suffering with a guy named Rasmus.
All right, we have the receipt. He scored 13 in Bundesliga, and you said he's going to get 10 in Premier League and 5 assists. We'll be there, John. One last thing that I want to quickly just touch on is the Everton game. What are you expecting to see? Who do you think needs to impress the most, brother? Because people you have to kind of right now, Ruben Amorim is thinking that starting 11 versus Arsenal. Who's going to be that starting 11, right? And there are some players that are already 1 foot in and some people that are not so really have that spot solidified. So speak on that.
Do you know what, Boots? My main thing that I want to see in this game, and I feel like I'm gonna be so upset with this team tonight. The reason why, what I'm expecting is just the mentality of going and doing the business, making sure the running stats is up, making sure the tackles is going in, making sure we're doing the same things that we were doing in the last game and the game before. We must be doing that in this game as well, because as soon as there's an expectation, as there's confidence, as this, the impetus is on United to go out and do it. For 3-4 years, we've literally crumbled at every single opportunity to show up. So tonight, I just want these guys to show up. Whether they take 59 million shots and score 1 goal and we win the game 1-0, as long as we're doing, the intensity is there and the tackling is there and the running is there, I'm going to be happy with that. But result is not really a problem. That mental thing, that mental is a big deal for me.
Got it, bro. Is there one particular player that you have in mind that like you're like, bro, your spot is still up for grabs. You need to step up and show up and really claim it.
Yo, I kind of have a couple, but let me give you the two that I'm thinking about.
Again, and now I need to get to the next caller. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. So I want to see Mpuemo. Like I want to see Mpuemo. I don't think you can't come to United and think that your space is guaranteed. Firstly, I want to see him. I want to see if he can do what he. There's expectation for him 100%, but I want to see him. And then I want to see Kobe. Like I want Kobe to be in that middle. I want Kobe to be in that midfield. So if he can be in that midfield next to Bruno, yes, it's gonna be more tiki taka than fight. I want that rather, man. Then Ukate. Nah, Ukate is.
He's crap. Big up, John. No, I like that answer, especially for me. I 100% agree with you on the Kobe Mainoo part because this conversation has been looming since the end of last season. We didn't see really Kobe step up as much as say how he stepped up for John Morgan's favorite manager, Eric Ten Hag, but you know, like Kobe Mainoo needs to really claim his spot in the Ruben Amorim team. Big up to you if you're just tuning in, by the way. We have 174 people in here. We need 174 likes, please. To answer your question, Mac was asking Buzz, what do you think is Højlund's limit? Now he'll be playing alongside Cunha and Mbeumo. I'm going to give my answer after we hear from Wrap Up about this, because Wrap Up, I want to ask you this question. Can Cunha and Mbeumo unlock Rasmus Højlund?
Forget the unlocking thing. I'm tired of this unlock. Rasmus has to do it for himself, which he's not going to do. He may do a little bit better, but I said to you before, his fundamentals are crap. And listen, I'm. This is my main point anyway. Sesko cannot run away from the grind. Rasmus is shit. In his first season, he got 11 Premier League goals. So I expect minimum for Sesko 12. Minimum 12 Premier League goals. Minimum. Yeah? And Rasmus is shit. Rasmus is shit.
But listen.
And he got 11 Premier League goals in his first season. So Sesko has to get 12, and really, like I said before, 12 to 15 Premier League goals. I don't care about the A. Goals. Everyone's been saying this striker. I think he's a good footballer. Much better footballer than Rasmus. Clear. We don't even need to debate it. But it comes back to, we all said we wanted a gunman. So at the end of the day, there has to be some accountability with him, regardless if he's not a gunman now. I want 12 to 15 Premier League goals this season. Rasmus got 11. Yeah. Rasmus is shit, so I have to keep the same energy. You can't run away from accountability.
But Wrap Up, do you hear the point of view that, like, if you're playing alongside Garnacho, alongside like a player like, I don't know, Anthony or Rashford, you're actually, those guys are selfish.
But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna use that system because Ahmad is there as well.
It's not an.
He runs around like a wet poodle. I don't want to hear it.
The point that I'm trying to just advance right now, which is if you're a shit player and you're playing next to shitty players, you'll be shittier as well. You'll be shit.
No, but Rashford is better than him. Rashford is better than him. Let's not do this. Rashford is better than Erasmus. Let's not do this. Stop caping for Erasmus. He's been given a lot of minutes. Rashford is better than him. Garnacho, I don't care. You can think I don't care for him, yeah, but Rashford is better than him. We're not going to do that and try and completely disregard Rashford. We're not going to do that. Yeah. Rasmus has been given a lot of chances, and I said to people, watch Rasmus from his first game with Ten Hag. He was wrestling then, but people didn't care because we were just excited we saw a new signing. Watch Arsenal with Ten Hag game week 1. He was fighting, wrestling with the defender from game week 1. He's never going to stop doing that.
Okay.
That's why I said in the last stream with you, I said the only way he can do something is if he improves his movement and he plays how he should be playing off the last shoulder, not fighting, and the players pass the ball in front of him. Other than that, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. But anyway, like I said to you before, Sesko, minimum 12 goals, Prem goals, not GA, this and it. Prem goals, 12. Rasmus got 11 and he's shit. I'm sorry. So if Rasmus can get 11, you can get 12.
Say no more.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, no, okay, all right. Yeah, being consistent with your expectations for Manchester United's number 9, you know, and that part I respect. The part where, like, you know, anyway, big up yourself, Rep Up. Let's say we will be there. We're gonna see how this project goes, and for me, as I said to you yesterday, Benjamin Sesko feels more like a project striker to me and doesn't feel like a very different profile to Rasmus Højlund, honestly speaking.
No. Listen, what I will agree with you. What I will agree with you, he's a project striker, but he's more talented than Rasmus. He's a footballer. He's not just someone who plays football. He's an actual footballer. I'll give him that. But he's not a gunman. He needs to prove he's a gunman. Okay. Yeah, Rasmus, he's just running around. He's a Make-A-Wish Foundation striker. He's happy to be here. That's why he don't want to leave.
You remember the bar from yesterday's conversation? There are footballers and there are players that just play football.
Play football, yeah. And you know what category Rasmus is in? You know what category he's in?
I know. Big up yourself, Rep Up. Yeah. We'll continue this convo as this Sesko saga, evolves, because I want an end to it, and I already mentioned it, like you heard earlier on today on my channel, that I don't like people that don't have the same loyalty like Cunha and Mbumo, but.
No, but the thing is, everybody's not gonna be loyal to a club that he's not a Man United fan. He just wants to play for a big club. Listen,
that's the red flag to me.
No, because most signings are like what he's signing is. There's no loyalty. He's gonna wear. Am I gonna play football here? What's the wages saying? It's very standard. He's never said the one where I would say where people can be pissed about is Arsenal, because Arsenal, he was following Arsenal, all of that shit. Arsenal can have that debate. For us, that debate doesn't need to even be made, because he was never saying, I want Man United straight away. He just wants to play for a big club. That's it.
All right. Big up, Rep Up. It's crazy that loyalty is a thing of the past, Kenny. But you could say that Cunha and Mbumo didn't really need to do too much. They are already fans of the club, Anyway, Big Nam says, give me a midfielder and we can start the build up, then cook. Big up Charles in the building.
I'm tired of this midfielder talk, bro. I'm tired of it.
Just speak on it.
I need to allow that midfielder talk, bro.
You think we're good in the midfield?
I think the manager don't want one like what we want from the midfield isn't what the manager wants. So all this midfield talk, just leave it, bro. It's an Ugarte, Bruno midfield or something like. I'm just tired of all this midfield talk.
Okay, so where you're saying striker should be the priority?
Yeah, brother, the last proper striker we had was Lukaku.
Nah, come on. The return of CR7.
No, I mean
Cavani was after Lukaku, right?
Cavani was old. He was injured most of the time. I'm talking like a striker that we had that was like our number 9.
Charles, you went too far.
Nah, not really. Cavani was always injured, bro. And then we had Martial breaking down too. We had those were our injury-prone strikers. Like Cavani was a proper 9. Like I remember when he came off the bench and scored that header, but that was coming off of an injury where he was out for how many weeks? CR7 came and mashed up the gaff any which way. He mashed it up, bro. And then he left the season after. The last actual striker we had that was like our number 9, that was Lukaku, bro. And Lukaku went even all that. I'm not even saying like, yo, he was, but that's how far you have to go. After that, it's been stopgap, stopgap, stopgap. Cavani was a stopgap. Call it a spade is a spade. Lukaku was a stopgap. Call it spade is spade. Then it has been Rasmus project, Martial breaking down. We haven't had our number 9 in time.
So, do you want a project striker or a stopgap striker?
Brother,
What are you saying
I'm
about
tired
this?
of a project striker. Like, I want a number 9 that I can look at and say, get me goals. Yeah. How old is Watkins? Watkins is what, 20, 29?
28, 29, yeah, somewhere there. Yeah.
28, 29. Okay, he can give me 4 years. He can.
I don't know about 4. I
He
don't know
can
about.
give me 4 years, bro. Hell, he can give me 3 years. Let me
Yeah.
have a 9, 3 years straight, banging me goals. By that time, somebody else is here. But no, we're gonna get Sesko, and if he doesn't now bang goals, we are going to be here next season saying what we said this summer. We need a proper 9.
That's exactly.
We need somebody for Sesko to learn off of. Like, I just don't want to have those conversations. Like the other guy said, he's a good footballer. Yes, allow it, calm. Yeah, but
Mm.
we needed a gunman going into this summer. We all said we need a number 9. Now we're saying, yo, let's go take the 7th place 13 goal projects, bro. Like,
That's
I'm
the part for me. That's crazy. There are players that have done okay and good in the Premier League, and then there's one that's like just their potential. There's just lots of potential.
That's what, like, even when KG said like, yo, he would take Sesko for 70, 80 million over the right price for Jackson, which would be around 30, 40 million.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I've seen Jackson bang 14 and like, is it
Yeah.
not 11 or 10 goals in
Yeah.
the Prem. I
That,
haven't seen nothing from Sesko. He hasn't seen nothing from Sesko. He has seen clips, bro.
but he'd still rather go
That's
overpay.
what I'm saying. I don't understand
And
the
I
analysis.
said that too.
I don't understand it, bro. Like, it don't. It's just why this whole striker situation, bro. Like, man, Vlahovic is still out there just chilling. I ain't seen nothing of him either. But that's somebody that's like what, 25 or something. We can bring him in and say, yo, you are 25. You should be in your peak. Start banging goals.
Mm.
We're not gonna be having the, oh man, he is young. Even that Pav said he is expecting 15 goals from Sesko in his first season. Rasmus got 16. What is going on?
Yeah. This is crazy. You posed this question about expectations, and I can't remember the number of goals you said you expect, if at all. Like we end
No,
up.
I didn't say I expect. I was just asking because my
Mm.
own mindset was we're trying to get our number 9. Like, get me 15 to 20 goals. That was what we were looking for. We said Rasmus got 16 with Anthony. They said Anthony was stingy. What about, okay, now man has Bruno, Umbremo, Cunha, Amadogu. What's your excuse for not getting more than Rasmus?
Link up play merchants, bro. We're
You
gonna
know
be.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro, I won't lie. I'm not even trying to, like, right now. If Sesko is our alternative in this is like our target,
Yeah.
I'm just tired, bro. Like, right now, I'm gonna just throw my hat on Xerxes and say, bro, show me something. Literally, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm throwing my hat on Jay-Z, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
beg you, score me 15 to 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's gonna be now. Like, I'm not, bro. This is annoying, fam.
Yeah, I hear you, broski. Look, quick touch on the Everton game today. What are your
And
expectations?
now we have to,
What?
bro. I'm mashing
Yeah.
Everton up. I don't care how, mash them
Okay.
up, bro.
Okay.
I need to
Okay. All
see.
right.
Like,
Goals
bro. I
aside.
think
Yeah. Go
Premier League is back 2 weeks from now. I
Yeah.
need to be gassed. You see,
Mhm.
if we go there, Umbemo is scoring goals. You have what's his name? Is Xerxes playing or is he like out?
I don't know, because he's because of the injury situation.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, yeah, I
He's
think they're
on
gonna
tour
ease
though.
him in. Yeah.
He's on tour though, but like I really want to see Umbremo, Cunha, and Zexi play together if possible.
Mm,
Have Bruno there too and Ugarte. Let me just see Wagwan. Let
that
me just know what's going on.
that might just be the trio that we
That's
didn't
what
know
I'm
we
saying.
needed. You know?
Let me just see Wagwan, bro. Let me see the actual team that I want to see, and let's just mash up Everton. You
Yeah,
see, when that happens, I don't care if you get Sesko. I don't care if you go and get like just it's calm. I
yeah.
know what I'm going to get.
Charles, man. Yeah, no, you're speaking facts there. But in terms of players that need to step up and claim a spot, who do you think that spot is still under grabs? Like is still in contention. Like like say there are certain people that that are gonna be in the starting 11 versus Arsenal. And there's some people that won't that are still it's still 50-50
I would
or
say Umbremo. Umbremo needs to find his way into the team because fitness hasn't really played.
okay.
So like number 9 is open. It's open. Unless we don't sign nobody and Rasmus is available. Yeah.
Mm.
Um I think
Is
Dogu
is
has
the left
the
wing back open?
nah
Still?
Dogu nah Dogu. That's not even
Right
like
wing back, is that
you
still open?
see on a norms it's meant to be closed. But I heard that Dalu is in this guy's behavioral board or something, and I'm not understanding. Like I don't know, bro. But actually, if Umbremo doesn't start, I think Ahmad takes the right turn, and we have Diogo Dalo playing wing back.
Yeah,
Um, I don't like seeing Luke Shaw in the team. It's really really worrying.
yeah,
This manager, like, I don't know what's going on. All the players that I don't want to see, they're looking like his favorites. We're talking about Mount. We're talking about Dallo. We're talking about Luke Shaw. It's like this manager doesn't like me as much as I don't like him.
yeah.
So like I don't know what is going on. I'm just hoping for the best right now.
By the way, what's this behavioral board you just mentioned? What is this?
I
This
don't I
it's
don't know.
like
I saw something like people instilling. I don't know. I didn't read it when I saw the names. I think it was Bruno, Maguire,
yeah,
Dallo, Heaton. That's
yeah,
all I can remember.
yeah.
That's all I can remember.
Every team has this thing, that like like Carlo Ancelotti, like two or three seasons ago, he had when he had Cruz, Modric. There's a group of senior players. Apparently, I actually heard this allegedly. There was a WhatsApp group that's like the senior players and Carlo Ancelotti. When that sometimes Carlo used to consult them and say, "Oh, what do you guys think about this?" Or what do you guys think about this player? So I feel like this behavioral board talk is something similar. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I
That's why
don't know
I was
what it is,
asking
but
you.
I just
Yeah,
like again, it's players that I don't like. So see, honestly, yeah, I pray
yeah.
this season is a good one. I pray it is.
Mm.
Mash up Everton, give me something to hope for. And who knows? We might be screaming, the two words.
What are the two? Oh,
We just
T
might be.
TC, the one that's.
TC, bro.
Let me save you from yourself, Charles. Not the T word. Is Bali Tech, you in the building? You here, bro?
What's good, bro?
Oh man. You heard about this leadership group contingency thing that's going on. Look at Kenny also talking about it. Charles is talking about it. Like and apparently Dalo is in it too. It's kind of interesting. This leadership group talk. I don't know if
Um,
it's true, by the way. I'm just telling you.
no, I think it's been confirmed.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing for the club because, first of all, we need to know who our leaders are.
Yeah.
We always assume that this man is a leader in the dressing room and that man is a leader in the dressing room. A lot of us would have assumed that Casemiro is a leader in the dressing room, but according to this thing, he's not amongst the leadership group.
Yeah.
And while I don't quite agree with that Tom Heaton should be in a leadership group ahead of Casemiro, this is the manager's idea and his plan, and you got to respect it. Like, hopefully, because it looks like we've got an uptick in the way we're playing. We're no longer lethargic. We're no longer passing the ball around and taking 2 years to just find the next pass. So if we can carry on in this trajectory and we can carry on using the work rate that I've been seeing, because I think the issue that I've had with the team is that we play the ball too slow and the opposition always outwork us. The opposition always want to run more than us. The opposition want more war than us.
Yeah.
So now that I'm seeing that this team doesn't mind the war, doesn't mind the high intensity, the work rate and everything else, doesn't mind the tackling, yeah, I'm very optimistic, especially with the new 210s and the potential of a new striker coming in. I'm thinking to myself, maybe the one game a week is going to actually help us to put some new perspective on the Premier League. You know, we're going to be battling for certain places and some teams think, Man United's not in that conversation. Maybe we will sneak into that conversation in the second half of the season by mapping some of these teams to the shadow realm. Maybe.
But Balitek, it sounds you're also saying TC, bro. What? Am I hearing you correctly?
What are you hearing? What do you think you're hearing?
I'm hearing the TC. Bro, I'm hearing.
No. I'm not going that far. But I'm more talking about like challenging for like European places as an example. I know that because the thing is, I think we got like an extra European place last year because of the way the Premier League teams performed. So as an example, if we was to get a 5th place, we could get into the Champions League if provided that the other teams were able to perform. With one game a week, I would think that Man United will be highly dangerous with this team, especially if we're able to maintain our energy levels over the course of the season with a severe reduction in games due to the lack of Champions League or Europa League or Conference League.
And you know what, Balitek, you're right, because we're actually going to start feeling the benefits of that one game a week when it's like January, February, when Champions League starts getting to the latter stages. That's when like the other teams have to play their best squads for those games, right? And they have most likely more chances for injuries happening. And then that comparatively just puts us at a little bit of an edge, a little bit of an advantage. But I don't know if we're the dark horse like you're suggesting, but like we'll see.
Now, you know what? For me, I'm looking forward to when other teams got more pressing matters, but then they have to play Man United. That is going to be a problematic experience for them because because they might not be able to give the 100%. The coach might say, listen, we've got an important game against Real Madrid. We're playing Man United. Boys, don't get yourself injured. Just make sure, I don't know, put in 75%. But we're ready to put in that 90. Yeah. And that could be the difference between winning the game and losing the game. And I do believe, even though we've played shit under countless managers, underlying there's quality. It's just that the problem that we had was the work rate and the slow passing.
And it seems like we're really the players we're the lean team, bro. We're the lean, mean looking team. So the athleticism, is that the word?
Yeah.
Is actually improving, and I just want to see it applied on the pitch. Quick last question is about the Everton game today. Is there any particular player that you're looking forward to that needs to step up and show up and claim that spot?
I think for me, Mbeumo needs to claim his spot. Obviously, there's a lot of talk. He got bought for a lot of money. We already know his pedigree. We already know he's a good player. We already know he's been improving year on year. And there's a lot of talk. Can he bring the 20 goals to Manchester United? And quite frankly, I want to see 25 goals. I want to see 30 goals. If he's able to bring it, I mean, he's going to get plenty of opportunities, right? So if he's able to bring that type of flavor to Man United, if Bruno is able to bring last season's form, if Cunha is meant it can step up and bring more than what he brought at Wolves, and if Sesko can have the season of his life when we sign him, then hopefully we'll be cooking.
All right, say no more, sir. Big up Bali Tech. By the way, kind reminder to hit the like button. By the way, if you haven't done so yet, this is the Manchester United versus Everton preview. Also / good, bad, and ugly Sesko talk. Let's go to my brother Antonio. Big up, Antonio.
What's up? What's up?
Bro,
Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, bro. Crystal clear.
Perfect.
Yeah. Where are you with this conversation, bro? There's a couple of points. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Sesko situation because I'm almost like you. I wanted Watkins first because, I went to war with Haaland for 2 seasons. I came back with PTSD. It's because I saw Haaland do some stuff that you can't get away from, stays in your head forever. Like when you sleep at night, you wake up with nightmares because you see him twerking on guys while we're trying to score goals and stuff like that. So for 2 seasons, it was crazy. But I have to be fair to Sesko. It's not the same thing with Haaland.
Yeah.
Because Haaland was a gamble. Sesko is the perfect project striker. Here's why I think so. He scored 20 goals the last 2 seasons for Leipzig. He scored 13 in the league this season, 4 in the cup, and then 4 in the Champions League. So that's 21. Last season he scored 14, 2 and I think 2 in the cup. 2 in the cup and 2 in the Champions League, so 20 exact. So he's he can't score goals, and before even that, he has 20 plus goals.
Rasmus. So Rasmus has more Champions League goals than Sesko.
No, I'm talking about Sesko right now. Oh, Bobby Champions League, yeah, maybe, but but Sesko he can score 20 a season. It's like that. Haaland before he came to us, he scored 9 in the league, 9. So there's a huge difference. Sesko has more than 80 goals in his entire career. Haaland had 9 before he came to us in the top 5 league. So there's a huge difference. We're not going to compare them together. Sesko is more proven.
Okay.
But I'm not saying he's the guy I wanted, but let's be fair here. He's not Haaland. So we need to stop comparing me to that. And it kind of remind me of Isak because I wanted Isak a couple years back. But if you look at Isak's number before he came here, his first season in La Liga, he scored 9 goals. Then the next season he made a huge jump to 17 goals. Then he went back to 6 goals, and then he went to 1 goal, and then he came to Newcastle. But that 1 goal, he only played 2 games in the Liga that season before he came. So that the 1 goal doesn't matter. But his number was not super up the chart. But Newcastle believed in him, and I saw the talent then, and I knew he was gonna be a good striker. But the top team didn't go in for Isak because his numbers were not there. But you saw the talent, and Newcastle took a chance on him. So I see why United are singing, but what we need right now, like you said, is a proven striker. But I wanted Watkins as my first choice, but if we get Sesko, I'm not gonna be mad because I think he'll get at least 12 to 15 goals in the league this season for us if we get him. Because I think he's a little bit more proven than Haaland.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You are convincing me a little. You're giving me a little bit of hope, a little bit. But it's also I'm still, what if this potential, is not reached? Then we have overpaid. We're stuck with a player that we're probably gonna have to face that situation where he wants to maybe run down his contract, or we're gonna struggle to sell. It could go that route. I'm not saying it will, but it could.
It's because we started from the Haaland PTSD, like I told you. It's that Haaland thing that really hunts us because we made a gamble on him that shouldn't have been a gamble. 9 goals and then spend that much money on him is crazy to me. I don't know what they saw, but I guess they believed in him. if you wanted a project striker, this is a perfect example of the project striker we're going for Sesko right now. Horner was like just a gamble. It's like you're going into like the casino and just putting money on everything you see, hoping like you hit on one machine or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's senseless gambling.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the Everton game today? Or do you have any particular like expectations, especially the conversation I want to lead it to? Are there positions on the pitch that are still open for you, and who needs to step up into those positions?
I think center back. I don't know where I want to see Mazraoui play at center back, but I want him to have a spot on the team because I think he was one of the best defenders last season. I don't want him sitting on the bench because he's really good in defense.
Yeah.
So I think it should be Euro, him and Delay, in my opinion, until Martinez come back.
Okay.
Because we don't know what Martinez will look like, and then go for there. On the left side is Dorgu for sure. Like there's nothing, no one can take that away from him for now.
What about right wing back?
Right wing back, I want to see Ahmad in certain games and Dalot in certain games, because like I feel like for the first game of the season with Arsenal, I don't know. I feel like I have a feeling Dalot will start because we'll need to be a little more defensive. And I'm not sure if like Ahmad has like defensive side to him yet, but his attacking side is just it's gonna be interesting because Mbumo is like ahead of him on the 10 on that right side. So like I want to see how like he handles that as a manager, like how he's gonna change it up and stuff like that. But my number one choice will be Ahmad for most games. In some games, if you need me this defensive, like go to Dalot on that side.
You know what the problem with this thing is? Like the moment if we Dalot is on right wing back and we win versus Arsenal, it's Dalot on right wing back until he messes up, horribly.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Like once the team starts clicking at the beginning, it's gonna be very difficult for Ruben to be like, all right, you sit out. It's like especially when we're having like this very relaxed schedule compared to other teams. So for me, it's like the team that starts versus Arsenal most likely will be the starting 11. And Dalot, as much as I like Dalot, I like to see Amad Diallo there on right wing back.
Me too. Honestly, but like it's the first time this season. I don't care who plays. I just want to win. People keep saying like they want to see Mano like get in the position. Now he has to earn it. So like if he's not starting, I don't care as long as we win. Like if you're the best, you'll start. If you're not, then you guys sit on the bench until like you get to that level. So me, I'm not like overly like thinking Mano has to get a position in the team, or I don't care. If it win, I don't care. If we start losing and he's not playing also, then I might care a little bit. But I just want the best players to play. Like it doesn't matter to me.
What about center forward right now? Who's your center forward?
Right now. It's hard because like the only fit one we have is that's the only fit one we until Jersey's come back. He'll be my main choice. If you get Sesko, of course Sesko, but like we don't have him yet, so I can't say him. But I also wouldn't mind like trying like either Cunha or Mbormo like as a false. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then having like Ahmad also in the 10, so our attack is like potent. So there's that option too. But I don't know. This like system gives me a little bit of comfort because I also want to see Bruno in a 10. But we have too many 10s now that we can't have him there.
It's crowded, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting crowded. Oh Lord. Yeah. Look at Fish saying he's the Danish gold.
That's crazy.
Oh boy, yo, big up Antonio, bro. Anything else you want to say at the to wrap up?
Oh yeah, with the Everton game today, I don't really care about the scoreline. I just don't want to see like the performance drop from last game. So as long as we keep the same performance, like that's all I care about. To be honest, I don't want to see them like just let up the gas. So last game was really good.
If we put a good performance and we lose versus Everton, you're fine with that?
Yeah, I actually care about the performance more than like the win because it's preseason. We gotta see something like we believe in.
All right, hold this respectable sin bin, brother. Thank you, Antonio. Big up yourself. I think he's right though. It's preseason is never about results, but it's nice to be top of the league in the Premier League Summer Series. You know what I'm saying? Peter, bro. You there?
Do you want me to call KG now, bro, and get you fired?
No. My apologies, Peter. My apologies.
I'll call KG now, bro. No problem. In front of everybody here.
No, my apologies, brother.
I have my finger, on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
On the phone. I'll get you fired on the mains, bro.
You want to?
And I'll take over. I'll take over.
No, my fault, broski. But we here now. We here. Let's talk. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Can we start from the expectations for Benjamin Sesko if he signs for Manchester United?
Do you think I remember what I wanted to say? I could have called in 1 hour ago.
That's why I'm trying to guide you, Peter. Work with me, bro. Work with me.
Broski, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Didn't Peter say Sesko to Man United? Here we go by Sunday. Did you? Wait.
Broski, it doesn't matter what I said. My sources say we'll get a confirmation today or tomorrow.
Oh, you know what the crazy thing is? I don't think we usually do deals on game day, do we? It feels like the recruitment team watches the games and they stop
It's Sunday, so it's so they don't work on Sunday, so that's why, bro. This is a professional club, bro. This is not a 9 to 5. They have to work every day. This is not. I'm logging up at 5, and I don't do transfers after 5, or I don't work on holidays, and I don't work on Sundays. It doesn't matter, bro. Like Luis Diaz was sold.
Yeah.
When Liverpool were playing, I don't know who AC Milan. He was sold, he was on the pitch, pitch side.
Yeah.
And Fabrizio announced the here we go. So it doesn't matter if you play or not.
For real, they did that. I didn't know.
Yeah, bro. They were throwing handshakes. They were hugging after the game.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, if Liverpool can do it, why can't we?
Exactly. I think also I don't know with John Morgan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's this idea that Ugarte is shit. I don't know.
He literally actually thank you for bringing that up. He said that, and I was like, have you been watching Ugarte this?
No. The people are obsessed with Silky and techie ballers. Yeah, in the midfield. Broski, this is not PSG. This is Man United.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this, but not every club can play like PSG and play like 2009 Barcelona and play like Man City right now.
Yeah.
We have our own identity. We always had a bastard, yeah. We always had a bastard in the midfield. Roy Keane. I'm not comparing Ugarte with Roy Keane, but Roy Keane, we know he was a bastard, yeah. We had Nicky Butt. We had Michael Carey was not a bastard, but Darren Fletcher was a bastard. Yes. We always said I'm not saying he's worth 60 million, but he's not shit. Stop. Someone said that he's shit, and everybody jumped on the bandwagon. He's not shit.
Bro, that's wild. Now I'm thinking about this John Morgan's agenda against Ugarte. Could we potentially see Ugarte claiming that one of those positions, the in the pivot?
Yes.
You think 100%. You think he could claim it, and that could become his position,
Ugarte has the center mid position locked, bro. Locked.
Okay, so the pairing should be Ugarte plus somebody else, either Casemiro or plus Bruno.
For me, it's Ugarte and Kobe. I like Bruno.
I was not expecting.
But I don't want to see him anymore in this club. I like Bruno, but for me, the 100 million we rejected, it still pains me. It still pains me. But I know it will be Bruno, so I'm not like these, like these scholars that are furious and are saying some mad stuff on X and on YouTube and stating Bruno. If he's here, he's here. What I'm gonna do, what I'm supposed gonna do.
I don't know. It's Ugarte and Bruno. Like that's locked. Number 10s. It's Mbumo and Cunha. Number 9, Sesko scored 13 goals, but he was surrounded by shit players.
Okay, so
Xavi
you're
Simons.
saying that Sesko is gonna get more than 13 for Manchester United.
Bro, with the difference between him and Højlund, yeah, because everybody all of a sudden started comparing with Højlund. That's like you cannot compare. Like you cannot compare Sesko and Højlund. Sesko has the positional awareness. He has the anticipation. He knows where the ball. Like he's a striker. Højlund is not a striker. Højlund is just there. You know, he's just there. He's just arm wrestling. He's just, you know, doing mad stuff with the center backs, twerking
yes and no. Sometimes he's frustrated. His teammates don't pass him the ball. Sometimes
bro, he's making the only.
See the runs. Peter, you ever played striker in your life and tried 3 runs and people ignore you? Are you gonna do the 4th and 5th run with the
what
same
runs, bro? He does not know how to do them runs, bro. He just runs like a headless chicken, bro. He just runs to the open space. You need to anticipate, bro. You need to have the connection with the 10s, with the midfield, with the wingers. He just runs whenever he wants, whenever he thinks he can run.
Okay.
He's the only, he's the only guy. Like, you've been to a strip club, yeah? He's the only guy that twerks without someone throwing money bills.
Oh no! Damn. Because I made him wait so long. I need Peter to land his point though. Peter, that was a violation, bro.
But am I lying?
I can't say lies were said.
No lies were said, bro.
Oh god.
So that's why I think Sesko, like, I'll compare him with one player, but I don't think everyone will agree, and I don't think like you like this comparison. But he's like Darwin Núñez for me, bro. He's a much more talented footballer and with much higher ceiling. Like Núñez, if you watch Liverpool, because I watched them, Núñez, like he's always finding the right positions. He's always anticipates the ball at the right time, at the right place, but he always misses.
He misses the easy.
That's the problem with him. If he's
that's Núñez.
If he knows how to score a goal, he'll have like 30 goals a season. But he's stupid. And with Sesko, I think he always finds the right places, but he's still cranky. But as I said, he's 22. He has a much higher ceiling, and he's a better footballer than Núñez. So that will improve with time.
All right.
Just let him develop.
Last question, Peter. So about the Everton game today, who needs to impress the most? Who needs to step up and claim the position?
I don't care, bro.
No, come on.
I want a team. I want a team.
Okay.
I want a team to progress. I don't care about individuals.
Oh, okay.
I want to see, against Burma how we played. That was really impressive, The 1-2s.
Okay.
The triangles.
So the triangles were triangulating. Fam.
Yeah. Last season the triangles were squares, bro. Like I don't know how.
It was they were secular. They were like it was not a triangle last season. Yeah. No,
yeah.
All right. No, big up yourself, Peter, and always a pleasure to talk to you. But damn, it was a Sunday, bro, and people are coming from church,
Bro, I was church as well, so.
Oh, your church is at the. Okay, say no more. Oh God, yo! Shout out to CG in the house. How you doing?
Yo, guys, how you doing?
Good, bro. First time talking to you, CG.
Yeah, guys, I've been watching the channel for a long time, but I just never call in, So I just thought maybe I could sneak in today.
Man, where are you calling in from? Where you at?
I'm in the UK.
Okay, all right. Where in the UK?
I'm in Leicester.
Nice. Let's talk. Okay, Benjamin Sesko, are you with the project striker, or should we go for a stopgap? Where do you stand on that conversation, real quick, brother?
You know what? I think I understand everybody's very apprehensive about Sesko. Obviously, because of the age and the fact that we've tried Rasmus before. So I think maybe that's why everyone's is a bit nervous. So my thoughts on this are that I think there's a lot of things happening at the same time that we also are kind of ignoring as well.
Okay.
If Because most of our strikers, Rasmus included to a certain degree. Obviously, I'm not really a big Rasmus supporter, just putting it out there. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel also I need to cut him a little bit of slack in the sense that the team wasn't cohesive enough.
CG, are you from South Africa?
No, I'm from Zimbabwe.
Are you Shona on the belly?
I'm Shona.
This guy with his short sleeves. Look at it. All right. Okay. Yeah.
So I think, like, in terms of there's a bit of a trauma that we're carrying that obviously Erasmus didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right. And I understand that. But also cutting the strikers a little bit of slack that the team wasn't a cohesive like unit before this. So it contributes to any kind of striker that we would have got in the last, let's say, year and a half. I don't think anyone really would have gotten or given us the output that we really wanted. So based off that, I think I'm okay with Sesko because he seems to have the attributes of a complete player. I think he's just looking to be plugged into a team that works together, in which I think that's what Ruben is starting to kind of show us that he wants a team. So that's my thoughts on that.
Okay. All right. What about the game today? What are your expectations? Is there any player that really needs to step up in your opinion? Specifically, I'm curious about especially the central center back position, because in this Premier League preseason tour that we've been in, we've seen Maguire there, we've seen De Ligt there, and I'm curious, who do you rate more? Between
I think what I'm keen to see is what we've seen so far, and we hope that we build on it, which is the intensity. Like we used to like really run out of steam very early in games,
yeah.
and watching it like come together where most of the team is now starting to work together. I think that's more important than seeing individual names. I would hope that probably he's starting to get us a feel of what his 11 is going to be looking like, so that obviously it gets ready towards the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
But what I'm just expecting to see is more of what we've seen today before this, which is a group performance, high intensity, and that people clearly understand the instructions that they're given, basically.
Okay. All right. You're saying the team needs to be teaming together, and we need a continuation of this. But what about who's the right wing back that you're going with? I'm curious also about that position, because there's a couple of players. There's Mazraoui. There's obviously Ahmad can play there. Dalo can play there. Who do you think deserves that position?
I think what I'm also keen to see, now that you've mentioned that right wing back side, I'm keen to see what because obviously we've been very left-sided heavy, right?
Yes.
I want to see a bit of balance. So maybe that means that bringing Mbuemo in, playing with potentially, I want to see what Mbuemo, Ahmad, because obviously Euro's looking to be right RCB, right? So Euro, and if Bruno is going to be right CM as well, so that side also needs to start showing that it can equally be as good as the left side. I think that would be fascinating to me to see how the manager's looking to put that together. So hopefully we can see a little bit of that with this game that's coming out.
Excellent point, bro. Like, that left-hand side of us is popping. Dorgu is doing the bits, but like we need our right-hand side to also step up. And if we can build some cohesion, but that comes from like getting like, familiar players together and them starting to really build a partnership. I saw something that Dallo said something about like, guys, just wait, believe in the project. There'll be a moment where we're going to start to play like with our eyes closed and know where the other player, your other teammate, is going to be. And until we get that, for us to get to that land, to get to that place, we need consistency in the team selection as well, especially on the right hand side.
100%, because also there's a statement that was said, I'm forgetting who said it, where they said like our preseason is going to be busier than our actual season or something like that. I'm forgetting who said it particularly, but there was something along those lines. And if that's anything to be to hold on to, that's very exciting, because what that means is that we'll have more time on the grass, right? And what that means is that's only going to help us during the season. 1 game a week, it's only going to help us. We build those partnerships. And what I'm looking for Amram to do is having players for certain games, especially when you have a squad, to just be able to blend and know which players to play for which games, because there's certain players that fit better in certain games. So I think you'll get it right if we just have a little bit of patience. I think we should be looking good this season. And if we get the goalkeeper, and if we get in a striker, I'm not sure which one comes in, and this whole midfielder talk, let's assume we get those 3 positions. I don't want to say the 2 words, man, but it could be fascinating.
Get out of here, CG. You don't want to say the 2 words, but you kind of said them. You implied the TC, And, it's funny, somebody in the chat said TC stands for 10th charge. I was laughing when I saw that. Big up, Riri. Yo, Riri, unmute yourself, please. Hold on.
What's going on, bots?
Yo, we're here. Let's talk, Riri. We've had so many different.
First of all, stop. What's the likes looking like?
Let's check the like count, guys. Before we wrap up the show, we gotta get the likes to at least over 100. Come on, let's see. Okay, we got 137.
What's up?
Let's go. Big up all the 137 kind souls that have hit the like button. If you haven't done so yet, this is the moment. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Yo, thank you. All right. The TC mission is on, says she. I think that's the good thing that's come out of today's show. The ugly has been John Morgan's pronunciation of Mbumo. I
missed the beginning of the show because I was doing stuff.
We really need to get the E out of his name. Just think of it as
for sure.
M-O. This is our guy. We need to say, respect him. You know what I mean? That's where. Yeah.
But it's John Morgan, so
But an African brother, Wakanda brother shouldn't let you down. What are you saying? What are you saying on this Sesko talk, Riri?
So the good, the bad, and the ugly is about Sesko. That's what it is.
I mean, we can make it about that. Is there anything?
I'm asking you because you're supposed to be doing a good, bad, and ugly, and I've just heard Sesko talk, so I don't know. I'm trying to see if the show went off the rails from the beginning, and it's looking like it did, and we never got back on. So
the good is Sesko can strike a ball. He's got a really good, powerful shot. The bad is his stats are not really quite. I know Antonio gave a really good account of this is what his trajectory has been, and he even mentioned Isak as a comparison and saying, guys, don't be. So that was kind of good. But the bad is his stats, the 13 goals in Bundesliga.
For the GA merchants.
For the GA merchants. And then what's crazy is that even with 13 goals in Bundesliga, somebody says, he's going to score 15 in the Premier League.
Yes.
How does that make sense?
And what's the ugly?
The ugly is, what's the ugly? Him not deciding between Manchester United and Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess your good, bad, and ugly lines up with mine. I was just
Nice. Now we did all right. The show was saved.
Yes, it was actually saved based on what the show is about.
Thank you for keeping us on track, sis.
But yeah. So yeah, my good is the fact that that we're actually looking at him based on all of a sudden the whole Villa thing with Watkins has fizzled out. You stop hearing anything. You're not, there's no link anymore. Unless I'm not a Twitter groupie, so I don't know if there's stuff out there about Watkins. So, but based on our GC, because our GC is my Twitter.
Yes. Yes.
I haven't seen anything about Watkins in a while.
I mean, he's been a solid.
Need a striker, and we're still linked with him. So, again, my bad would be I'm not a comp watcher either. I'm not that person, so I'm not gonna sit there and watch comps. I'm not a perv. I'm not a perv like that. So, my bad is what I've heard about the fact that he's only scored 13 goals at his current team or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And then for me, the ugly again is the fact that our negotiating team is, they take their time. They take their time. They take their time.
Yeah,
to get anything over the line, it's and based on a couple of earlier conversations, the fact that if we do in fact get him, he's not gonna come in and start games. Like, he's gonna have to gradually be brought into the team, a 30-minute here, a 60-minute there, before he actually starts as our striker. So that was my good, bad, and ugly for Sesko. For the team, huh?
Okay. Go ahead into the preview.
No. I was going to do good, bad, and ugly for the team.
Okay, all right. I've talked a lot.
For this preseason, my good is that they're actually playing as a team. That's the good part. Like, we haven't seen them really play as a team in a while. And like to Peter's point, the triangle was triangling. It wasn't obtuse. It was triangling. Triangling.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The bad is that the jadedness is still there about the team and these players on the team. Like, like for people like Ugarte and the fan base, and the fan base still thinking that
Oh yeah.
that some of these players are not good enough. Like, you know what I mean? That's the bad for me. Like, that 6 months has really jaded a lot of fans, and it's gonna be hell to bring them around. People like Charles and those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ugly is that we still have Rasmus as a striker.
Mic drop. It doesn't get any better than that, Riri. I think, you covered the good, bad, and ugly well. I just want to know also, just quickly, your thoughts on today's game.
We need to come out and we need to, win this game convincingly. Like, if Mbumo actually plays, I want to see him. Yes, John Morgan, it's Mbumo. It's, there's no E.
Yeah.
If he actually plays, I want to see him score some goals. I really would like to see him score some goals. I know we have like one more preseason game next weekend at Old Trafford at OT, and I'm hoping by then we'll actually see the starting 11 for the following week.
Versus Fiorentina, you want to?
Yeah. I'm hoping by then he's like actually knows who's starting against Arsenal and actually plays that team.
All right.
Against Fiorentina, but I'm hoping for a clean sheet today, sheet, and at least 4 goals.
We will be there. Clean sheet, 4 goals. That's what Riri said. Guys, guys, this is gonna be a very, very interesting one. I mean, I'm also expecting us, like most people have been saying too, that we need to keep up the team spirit. You need to keep up that intensity, because there we have gone up in level, a level or two in terms of our intensity.
I mean, we were there. We saw it, personally. So you saw it, like,
we saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah. You literally saw it. So for sure. Don't forget to subscribe to Football Power Hour. Bots is over there doing his thing. People, make sure you go over there and subscribe, and
on the road to 3,000.
Yes. Let's get him to 3,000 people. He's over there doing his thing.
Let's go. Big up, my sis. And just as we were ending the show, hello, Doc. How you doing? No, I asked you first.
Oh, how am I doing?
Yeah. You what?
Let me just say, like, between the time you had your live show and right now, some shit has gone down. Like, that's personal stuff. So
no.
No, it's good. It's good, but let's just say I'm mad, but I can't really be mad about it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, as long as it's not ugly, it's just good.
No, it's bad. It's my bad.
It's
but
bad.
It's not. It's just, well, let's go back to football.
Okay, all right. Sending you strength.
Okay. All I can say is this is for Botswana reacts and truth is truth.
Okay.
Okay. So,
all right. Yeah, we'll save that for the other channel. My other channel, Botswana Reacts, guys. Yes. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me just say this. Shout out to Joe, because I actually miss Joe now, and I want to give him hugs. And this is also another show. Let's get back to football.
All right. Let's stay on football now. Come on. Okay. What are you saying, Sesko? Where do you stand on that? Wait, what just happened? Doctor just disappeared. Oh no. Lord. Well, I was not getting jealous. No. Oh, she's back. All right. Please. 1 minute. Okay? Let's go. Go. Yeah.
The good. I would have to. I missed a huge chunk of the show, but I would just say, I'm trying to say on the positive, the good. I have to maybe say, I like the way we're moving. I really I really want I don't know whether behind the stage, the club is looking at other players, because it feels like all they're doing is they'll concentrate on Cunha, get Cunha, then move on to Mbuemo, concentrate on Mbuemo, get him.
Mbuemo.
Sorry, Mbuemo. Yeah, concentrate on him, get him. Now they're concentrating on Sesko. All is good, but I need them to be able to juggle a lot of stuff, like be multitasking. You can get rid of this, that, at the same time be looking at Sesko and a midfielder, or Sesko and a goalkeeper, because we're 2 weeks away from the Arsenal game, the first game of the season, and we still don't know whether Onana is playing or Tom Heaton is playing, because either, like, if Tom Heaton is playing, the way we play against Arsenal is going to be different from if Onana was playing, or if Bayern there is playing. We have to know.
You got a point there.
So I think it's great that we're getting players, and I'm excited, and I love the way they're playing, but I need to know. Do not look at the comments.
Yes,
please.
I'm not sorry.
So,
Thank you. Yeah.
After that, I need to see a lot more of the youth playing. That's what I want to see. And I'm going into preview of tonight's game at 10 o'clock UK time.
United Talks community. Come on. Plug it.
United Talks community, you can subscribe.
Yes.
We're to 100 subscribers. Shout out. Anyway, I wish I could do a watch along, but I cannot tonight. But I will definitely be telling you guys my thoughts on the game. That's if I don't fall asleep halfway.
Well, got you. I mean, no big deal if you miss this game. But anyway, but in terms of okay, go ahead. So,
what I was saying earlier on is I really want to see some of these play. And I'm excited of seeing like Cunha and Buemo. And great, they can play the first 70 minutes. But once anyway, I thought it was myself. Once the other the last 20 minutes, I need to see somebody, Sesko, Cunha. I know they're all out there, Ethan Williams. Shout out to Ethan. It was Ethan Williams that scored against Everton, right?
Did he?
A new guy. So yes, the fourth goal.
You mean
the last game? We won 4-1.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Rasmus, Dorgu. I can't
Ahmad and it was Rasmus, Ahmad, and then the Ethan Williams. The game was actually I was still asleep, so I watched the game the next day, and I actually liked it. It was very fun. It was, when you're watching a game and you're just like, it's a breeze. We need more of that. Like, I don't, last season it was so depressing, and we shine in the last 10 minutes, and you're like, what was that? I wasted my 90 minutes for a 10-minute show. So it's more positive than negative. So yeah.
All right. Well, Doctor, are you very far away from your mic, by the way? Like it's
I'm multitasking.
Okay. All right. Well, hope everything is all good. Sending you strength and everything. And we'll be there. We'll be there. I'll be there on your channel for your talk after the game. So yeah, big up yourself, dog. And always a pleasure to talk to you. Always a challenge to talk to you. Oh God, you guys. Yeah. I expected licks 0. Come on. Guys, what a lovely show. Thank you so much for everybody that called in, everybody that commented. Sometimes it's different, comments, there's a lot of comments, and can't read every comment, but every comment is really appreciated and every like is appreciated. So kindly subscribe if you haven't done so. Next up for KG's Reckless Sport is 60K. Let's get this brother to 60K, please. Reckless delegation. I need to go take a cold shower.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Who are you on? Your club. I said drop a bomb, Dad.